2025 Small Garden Ideas, Stylish Front Yard Landscaping and Modern Designs. Ladies and gentlemen, let us enter the world of small garden landscaping in the year 2025. Imagine approaching a modern home, its design sleek and contemporary, and before a single step is taken inside, your eyes are met by a front garden that speaks volumes. This is not simply greenery placed at random. It is a carefully crafted expression of style, sustainability, and architectural harmony. The garden is no longer secondary. It is the introduction, the first chapter, and the emotional welcome of a home. The value of small gardens has never been greater. As urban and suburban spaces shrink, creativity expands. The limitation of space has inspired designers to transform modest plots into breathtaking outdoor experiences. What once might have been overlooked as a strip of grass or a cluster of shrubs has now become a canvas for innovation. Every detail, from plant choice to lighting design, is selected to amplify both beauty and function. In today's world, a small front yard does more than please the eye. It establishes character. Visitors feel it before they ring the doorbell. Neighbours notice it as they pass by. Homeowners themselves benefit daily from the sense of pride and tranquility it provides. It is a subtle but powerful stage on which daily life unfolds, shaping impressions and experiences. One defining element of small garden design in 2025 is the ability to maximize space. Vertical landscaping takes full advantage of walls, fences, and even trellises, creating green curtains that add depth and softness. Narrow pathways become opportunities for linear planting, where lavender, grasses, or herbs create color, fragrance, and movement. Raised beds transform unused corners into productive micro-gardens. Every metre is designed to serve a purpose, ensuring that nothing feels wasted. The aesthetic possibilities are vast. Minimalist gardens rely on simple lines, monochrome palettes, and sculptural plants like boxwoods or ornamental grasses to evoke serenity. Bolder designs favour vibrant layers with colourful blooms, textured foliage, and striking contrasts that create energy and personality. In both approaches, the principle of harmony reigns supreme. The garden must flow with the architecture of the home. It is not separate, it is an extension. Sustainability is woven into every decision. In 2025, environmentally conscious gardening is no longer a niche, it is the standard. Homeowners select native species that thrive with minimal care, reducing water and fertilizer needs. Permeable pavements allow rain to replenish the soil rather than wash away. Drought-resistant plants offer resilience, while carefully designed irrigation systems minimize waste. The small garden becomes a living ecosystem that contributes to biodiversity, while also reflecting contemporary values of responsibility and care. Technology has stepped seamlessly into this space. App-controlled irrigation ensures precision watering that responds to local weather data. Solar-powered lighting transforms gardens at night, illuminating pathways, highlighting focal points, and creating atmospheres tailored to mood and occasion. Water features powered by efficient pumps provide soothing sounds, while sensors monitor soil moisture to keep plants thriving. The integration of smart systems allows the modern garden to be as functional as it is beautiful. Global influences enrich design choices. The Zen simplicity of Japanese gardens inspires tranquil courtyards with gravel, stones, and pruned shrubs. Mediterranean elements introduce olive trees, terracotta planters, and soft lighting that recalls warm evenings. Scandinavian minimalism brings understated elegance with wooden decks, clean lines, and pale tones. Each style adapts to small dimensions while reflecting the cultural taste and personality of the homeowner. The emotional impact of these gardens cannot be underestimated. A thoughtfully designed front yard offers not just visual pleasure but also psychological comfort. It reduces stress, provides a sense of grounding, and reconnects individuals to nature in a world increasingly dominated by screens and technology. For residents, it is the first and last thing they encounter each day, framing daily routines with natural beauty and calmness. Functionality is now equally important. Designers incorporate seating nooks for morning coffee or evening relaxation. Water basins or small fountains bring soundscapes of movement and freshness. Edible plants, herbs, vegetables, or fruiting shrubs transform decorative spaces into practical ones. A narrow walkway lined with rosemary serves as both ornament and culinary resource. In every case, beauty and use are inseparable. The relationship between indoors and outdoors continues to blur. Glass doors open onto front patios where planters are integrated into steps. Natural textures like stone and wood extend from interior floors into outdoor pathways, creating visual continuity. This integration makes even a small garden feel like part of the living room, enhancing the sense of openness and fluidity. Materials in 2025 reflect authenticity and durability. Reclaimed wood offers warmth and history. Corten steel introduces modern industrial charm. Natural stone, gravel, and eco-friendly composites deliver both strength and ecological responsibility. Benches made of concrete, ceramic planters in clean geometric forms, and paving crafted from recycled stone all contribute to gardens that are both contemporary and timeless. Balance defines the success of every design. In a small space, nothing can be excessive or unnecessary. Proportion, rhythm, and contrast guide the arrangement of elements. Designers compare it to composing music. Repetition creates harmony, contrasts create interest, and silence, or empty space, allows the eye to rest. The result is a garden that feels whole, alive, and emotionally resonant. The small garden in 2025 is far more than its size suggests. It represents a lifestyle where nature, art, technology, and architecture merge. It is proof that limited dimensions can inspire limitless creativity. It is a declaration at the entrance of a home, a place where personal expression and global trends meet. In this era, the small front yard is not merely a yard, it is a masterpiece of design, a symbol of care, and a vision of how we live today and how we aspire to live tomorrow. As we move deeper into the story of small garden landscaping in 2025, we begin to see how design evolves from concept into experience. The front yard is no longer a passive view. It has become an interactive environment that invites movement, exploration, and connection. The modern homeowner demands more than decoration. They seek spaces that are functional, sustainable, and emotionally resonant. This expectation has redefined the way architects and landscape designers approach even the smallest plots of land. One of the most significant trends shaping front yard design today is multifunctionality. Gone are the days when a lawn existed simply to be looked at. Instead, each element serves multiple roles. A pathway, for example, may not only guide visitors but also integrate lighting strips and planters, creating both practicality and ambience. A bench along the entryway doubles as storage beneath its seat, blending comfort with utility. Raised beds provide beauty, structure, and the bonus of herbs or vegetables for the kitchen. Every square foot is carefully orchestrated to deliver maximum value. Water features, once reserved for larger properties, now take scaled-down forms. Narrow fountains built into walls, slender troughs filled with aquatic plants, and minimalist bird baths bring life, sound, and motion to compact spaces. Designers have mastered the art of proportion, ensuring that even in limited yards, water adds elegance without overwhelming. Paired with subtle lighting, these features transform the garden into a sensory retreat, offering calm in the midst of modern living. Another striking shift is the integration of textures. While colour and plant selection remain essential, the tactile experience has taken on new prominence. Pathways may combine smooth concrete with gravel, wooden planks with stone inserts, or recycled glass with resin composites. The result is a play of surfaces that capture light differently throughout the day. Visitors are drawn not just to look but to feel, creating a deeper and more memorable connection with the space. Plants themselves reflect the philosophy of intentional diversity. Instead of wide lawns requiring constant maintenance, gardens now celebrate layers of greenery. Ground covers soften the base, shrubs provide structure, climbers add vertical drama, and ornamental trees anchor the design. Seasonal variation is embraced, ensuring that the garden offers something new in spring, summer, autumn, and winter. This approach not only sustains visual interest, but also supports pollinators and wildlife year-round, reinforcing the garden's role as a microhabitat. Lighting design has become an art form of its own. Small gardens in 2025 are alive after sunset thanks to subtle but sophisticated illumination. Soft uplighting highlights trees and sculptural plants, while low bollards gently trace the curves of pathways. Solar-powered step lights create safety without sacrificing elegance. Warm tones dominate, replacing the harsh white lights of earlier decades because ambience now matters as much as function. The result is a front yard that feels as inviting at night as it does during the day. Furniture and decor have followed this evolution. Compact seating areas with modular benches, foldable chairs and integrated planters make it possible to enjoy the garden even in tight quarters. Outdoor art, whether sculptural stones, ceramic pieces, or minimalist metal forms, provide focal points that draw the eye. These elements are not clutter, but carefully curated accents that amplify the overall story of the space. The garden becomes not only a passageway, but a living gallery of design. Climate adaptation has also influenced trends. With shifting weather patterns, resilience is at the forefront of planning. Drought-tolerant succulents, grasses and Mediterranean herbs reduce dependency on constant watering. Shade-tolerant species thrive where buildings cast long shadows. Designers blend resilience with beauty, creating landscapes that endure challenges without losing charm. Sustainability is not just a principle, it is survival, and gardens embody this reality in elegant form. A cultural trend worth noting is the renewed embrace of local identity. While global influences remain strong, homeowners increasingly want gardens that reflect regional character. In coastal areas, shells, driftwood, and hardy dune plants appear in the design. In mountainous regions, rugged stones, conifers, and alpine flowers dominate. In cities, sleek planters filled with bold tropicals or native wildflowers tell a story of vibrancy and adaptability. Each garden becomes a reflection not only of personal taste but also of its environment. Psychological well-being is another powerful driver of design. The stresses of urban life demand spaces that provide calm, even if only for a moment at the doorway. Gardens now emphasize sensory engagement. Fragrant jasmine or rosemary, the rustle of bamboo leaves, the sparkle of water, or the warmth of natural wood underfoot. These sensory details create an atmosphere that grounds the individual, offering a pause before stepping into the intensity of daily life. Technology continues to refine the garden experience. Intelligent irrigation systems connect to weather apps, reducing waste while ensuring plant health. Motion-sensitive lights provide security and convenience. Automated shading systems adjust to sunlight, protecting delicate plants. Some homeowners even integrate soundscapes, hidden speakers that play natural sounds, blending with the environment to heighten immersion. Technology is not intrusive, but seamlessly woven into design, enhancing rather than dominating. As small gardens adopt this level of sophistication, the line between private and public space becomes more intentional. The front yard has always been semi-public, visible to neighbours and passers-by. Now it becomes a curated statement of hospitality. Transparent fences, open gates, and layered plantings invite interaction while still protecting privacy. The garden says, "Welcome," even before a word is spoken. It becomes both a personal sanctuary and a communal contribution to the street. Educational value has also entered the scene. Families use small gardens to teach children about ecology, growth cycles, and responsibility. Raised beds for vegetables and herbs provide hands-on lessons in sustainability. Birdhouses, insect hotels, and native plantings encourage biodiversity and awareness of local ecosystems. The garden transforms into a classroom, offering experiences that enrich the mind as well as the spirit. The artistic dimension continues to thrive. Designers speak of the garden as a composition in 3 dimensions. Plants are brushstrokes, stones are structure, and light is atmosphere. Balance, contrast, and rhythm guide the arrangement. Just as an architect considers proportion and symmetry, a garden designer orchestrates elements into harmony. The outcome is not simply beauty, but resonance. A space that feels alive, purposeful, and deeply human. In 2025, small front yards represent more than the boundary between street and home. They embody values, aspirations, and the intersection of nature with modern life. Each one is a performance of style and identity, compact yet profound. They whisper stories of sustainability, welcome, resilience, and artistry. And in doing so, they redefine what it means to arrive home. Looking toward the future, the evolution of small garden landscaping continues to reflect broader cultural, environmental, and technological trends. The front yard is now envisioned as both a personal sanctuary and a forward-facing expression of lifestyle, blending tradition with innovation. What makes 2025 particularly remarkable is the way these gardens transcend their size, becoming models of how thoughtful design can transform even the most modest spaces into experiences of beauty and meaning. The architectural influence on landscaping grows stronger each year. In many homes, the garden is no longer a separate project, but part of the architectural blueprint from the beginning. Designers consider sightlines from interior windows, the framing of entrances, and the way sunlight travels across the facade when creating planting schemes. Gardens align with structural geometry. Rectangular planters mirror window shapes, diagonal pathways echo rooflines, and layered terraces complement multi-level houses. This integration results in a visual rhythm that unites house and garden as one seamless composition. Sustainability expands beyond native plants and efficient watering into a holistic approach. Composting areas, discreetly designed into front yards, allow homeowners to recycle organic waste. Rain gardens capture runoff, filtering water naturally while supporting lush plantings. Living walls not only save space but also provide insulation, cooling the home in summer and conserving heat in winter. These measures turn gardens into active participants in environmental stewardship, reducing ecological footprints while elevating aesthetic appeal. The social role of front yards has also shifted. In neighborhoods across the world, small gardens function as bridges between private life and community. Open layouts encourage neighborly conversations, while edible landscaping, fruiting shrubs, berry vines, and communal herb beds creates opportunities for sharing. These gardens transform from solitary retreats into subtle hubs of connection, embodying the idea that beauty and generosity can coexist. In terms of style, the garden trends of 2025 showcase a balance of restraint and creativity. Minimalism remains influential, with clean lines and uncluttered spaces offering a sense of calm. Yet within these frameworks, designers incorporate bursts of individuality, unexpected color, sculptural elements, or whimsical features that surprise and delight. The result is a landscape that feels sophisticated yet personal, universal yet unique. The palette of plants continues to diversify, guided by both climate needs and artistic vision. Ornamental grasses, with their movement and softness, frame many modern yards. Perennials provide reliability and structure, while seasonal blooms add evolving drama. Unusual species, variegated leaves, architectural succulents, dwarf trees bring intrigue without overwhelming scale. These combinations ensure that small gardens remain dynamic, changing through the seasons while retaining coherence. Nighttime design now holds equal importance to daytime beauty. Homeowners recognize that their gardens are visible and enjoyable at all hours. Strategically placed lighting highlights textures, the veins of a large leaf, the rugged surface of stone, the shimmer of water. Moonlight-inspired designs favor subtle glows that mimic natural luminescence, avoiding harshness while creating magic after dark. The evening garden has become a stage, alive with atmosphere, extending hospitality and serenity long into the night. Furniture design has embraced multifunctional minimalism. Benches with hidden storage, planters that double as seating, and foldable tables allow even small spaces to host gatherings or moments of solitude. Materials are chosen for resilience and beauty, with weather-resistant woods, polished metals, and ceramics blending seamlessly into the landscape. These pieces are not afterthoughts, but integral parts of the overall composition, ensuring function never detracts from elegance. Technology continues to integrate subtly yet powerfully. Gardens now incorporate sensors that track soil nutrients, providing recommendations through smartphone apps. Drones are even used in some urban environments to maintain vertical gardens on high walls. Artificial intelligence assists in plant selection, simulating how species will grow together over time, ensuring balance and longevity. These tools do not replace human creativity but support it, allowing gardens to thrive with precision and foresight. Cultural diversity flourishes in design language. Some gardens reflect ancestral heritage, incorporating plants and symbols tied to family history. Others adopt global fusion, mixing Mediterranean herbs with Japanese stone arrangements and Scandinavian wood elements. This blending creates unique signatures that tell personal stories. The garden becomes an autobiography written in leaves, stones, and light. Psychological wellness remains a central theme. Designers prioritize sensory engagement, tactile pathways, fragrant blossoms, the gentle sound of water. These small but powerful elements help homeowners transition from the stress of the outside world to the calm of their personal refuge. For many, the garden serves as a daily ritual, whether it is a morning walk among dew-covered leaves or an evening rest surrounded by softly lit greenery. The therapeutic qualities of these spaces make them essential parts of modern living. The artistic dimension reaches new heights. Designers increasingly speak of gardens in terms of sculpture, painting, and performance. Plant arrangements are brushstrokes, pathways act as lines in a drawing, water and light create shifting atmospheres like living theatre. In this vision, the front yard is not just landscape architecture but art in motion, changing daily and seasonally, yet always resonant. Looking ahead, the front yard will continue to evolve in response to changing values and conditions. Climate change will demand ever greater resilience, pushing designers to discover new ways to harmonize with nature. Technology will offer tools to optimize growth and design, yet the heart of the garden will remain human creativity and care. The trends of 2025 reveal a profound truth. Even in small spaces, beauty, innovation, and meaning can flourish. Ultimately, the small garden stands as a metaphor for modern life. Limited in space but infinite in possibility, it teaches us that design is not about abundance, but about intention. It shows us that harmony between nature, architecture, and technology is not only possible, but essential. It demonstrates that beauty is not a luxury, but a necessity, shaping the way we live, connect, and dream. In the final vision, a visitor approaches a home in 2025. They see a front yard glowing softly under the evening sky, where every plant, stone, and light has been placed with purpose. They hear water trickling gently, smell the freshness of herbs, and feel the warmth of natural wood underfoot. In that moment, they do not just see a garden. They experience a story of balance, responsibility, and artistry. The small garden has become grand, not in size, but in meaning. It is the true welcome of the home, the living face of architecture, and a timeless expression of who we are and how we choose to live.